This is the all-new 2024 Acura ZDX. What's up everybody, welcome to the video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now this isn't the kind of video I typically make, but we're switching it up. Acura has just unveiled their very first EV in both its A-Spec trim along with the Type S variant, and there's a lot to talk about. So what facts do we know so far? Well, for one, the history of its name. The original Acura ZDX was sold for model years 2010 through 2013 as a lifted sedan with a hatchback that was based off the Honda Accord Cross Tour. Now this new ZDX was created as a joint venture with General Motors. Typically you'd say, why the hell is a company like Acura working with General Motors? Well, General Motors has a pretty well established architecture for electric vehicles, whereas Honda doesn't. And in my personal opinion, I think General Motors is much better at producing EVs than they are at producing internal combustion engines. So the new ZDX shares the same platform with the Chevy Blazer EV and the Cadillac Lyriq. It shares the same battery technology and has the exact same wheelbase length. The A-Spec model will have a single motor that puts out 340 horsepower, and the Type S will have a dual motor setup that puts out 500 horsepower, making this Acura's most powerful SUV. But the dual motor is optional for the A-Spec. The Type S comes standard with all-wheel drive. The A-Spec comes standard with rear-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is optional. The battery for both will have a capacity of 102 kilowatt hours, which will translate to 325 miles of range on the single motor and 315 miles of range on the dual motor. And with 190 kilowatt DC fast charging, you can get yourself up to 81 miles of range in just 10 minutes. The A-Spec will have a multi-link fixed coil suspension, whereas the Type S will have a multi-link air suspension with adaptive dampers. You'll get 20-inch wheels on the A-Spec model and 22-inch wheels on the Type S, where you'll also get bright yellow Brembo brake calipers on 15-inch ventilated rotors. In the interior, they have killed off the well-renowned Acura ELS Studio 3D sound system, which I'm a little bit sad about. But in its place is a new immersive Bang Olufsen sound system, and according to Acura, it's coming to the entire lineup. It's highly customizable and divides the frequency ranges into different zones and all this crazy stuff, so that'll be interesting to see. We're also going to see Google built-in and the new Acura Watch 360 Plus system, which allows for hands-free driving. I wasn't able to find any details on if this is a semi-autonomous or fully autonomous system, so we'll have to wait and see. And there will also be a feature that can parallel park for you. The ZDX will have an 11.3-inch touchscreen, good riddance to the touchpad, this should make everybody happy. There's also another 11-inch screen for the Precision Cockpit Driver Information Cluster. Pricing for the A-Spec is going to start at around $60,000 and then $70,000 for the Type S. Now let's go over how it looks. So starting at the front end, we see a solid grille because that's how EVs are and there's no engine. But due to the fact that the Chevy Blazer EV and the Cadillac Lyriq both lack a front trunk, I don't anticipate the ZDX having one either. Now, even though the grille is solid, it still maintains Acura's signature styling. It still has the diamond pattern, but it's stamped in instead of being separated into individual pieces. But the big change here is that the edges of the grille are now illuminated, so this thing is going to look awesome at night. The headlights look exactly the same as the lights on the Integra, nothing really new there. The side profile is accentuated by the new long wheelbase. The Type S has a blacked out roof, but the A-Spec still gets a floating roof design towards the rear where the chrome window trim ends. The side mirrors are blacked out and appear to have LED indicators. On the Type S, the trim at the bottom appears to be a flat silver and it's black on the A-Spec. Again, the wheels are 22 inches on the Type S and 20 on the A-Spec, and I think both look pretty good. The rear end looks very similar to the MDX. Taillights look exactly the same, bumper is a bit different with some cladding on it, and that's about it. Early 2024 is when the ZDX will hit the road, and I'll be back at Open Road Acura of Wayne as soon as they get it. Let me know your thoughts on the new ZDX down in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more weekly videos. Thanks for watching.